At Westweb, we love doing digital marketing for integrative medicine practices. Now, you might not call yourself integrative medicine. You might call it root cause medicine or functional medicine or, there's a bunch of them. More natural medicine and those kind of approaches. We love working with your industry because it's a little bit challenging. We're competing against hospitals, but we're also competing against hospitals for things they don't want to rank for. At integrative medicine practices, a lot of us target different chronic diseases, things that hospitals really can't solve, don't want to deal with, or just throw pills towards it to mask the symptoms. And especially if you're focused on root cause, of getting to that root cause, it takes a lot of strategy to reach those people, because if you deal with anything with the gut issues, there's so many symptoms that can fall into different areas that if you just target the symptoms and trying to rank for them in Google, or target the symptoms and try to be an influencer on TikTok or Facebook, it's really challenging to stand out, especially when you have a lot of different people creating content on these areas, whether it be a mom blog talking about her personal journey on it, or it be another integrative medicine practice. We've have experience working with different integrative medicine practices where we've helped build their site, where we've helped develop a strategy that helps them grow long term for the specific things they want to treat. Some people want to treat specific to like the brain and brain injuries. Others want to focus on gut. While others, a lot I've noticed, have focused on thyroid, because thyroid technically isn't the problem in a lot of cases. Now, for you guys in working in your field, you are masters of your craft. You know a lot of information, are constantly learning and growing in root cause medicine and studying it for your patient's sake. But to show up for them to know that you're experts in it, there's a few different routes in marketing. So one route that a lot of integrative medicine practices go is influencer marketing. A lot of them try to create a very large presence online, put out TikToks every week, put out reels on YouTube almost daily, talking about different things. And that is good, but it can get exhausting. It can get really tiring because you're trying to run your practice, and at the same time you're trying to be an influencer and interact with these people online, and it sometimes isn't sustainable. And social media marketing is really good for your industry because really a large amount of your clientele are female, age like 30 to 50, and usually like have a lot of these different things that have built up over time. And a lot of them do not trust hospitals, so when they see you on social media, it's reaching them where they're at. So that's like, I definitely recommend that. But sustainability wise, there's other ways you can grow. One of them being ranking locally in Google and showing up for their very specific, I've been trying to fix my gut issues for 5 years. How do I get this better? What can I do? How do I fix this problem that I've had for so long? And that can be challenging to rank for, especially if you don't know web design, if you don't know SEO and all those different things. And that's one thing that we love partnering with, especially I've noticed most integrative medicine practices, they have a social media that they're like really good on, that they're putting content out on, or they have a book that they've written where they show their expertise within that industry. And what's fun is we can take the content you've already created and repurpose it on a platform and get what you have been preaching for years, what you've been telling your friends for years, and get it to reach a wider audience. And that's the fun part, is when you partner with us, we're not just going to be like, oh, we only do SEO, we don't give any advice on these other areas. We'll definitely share all the marketing information we can with you, because we know you're in the thick of it daily. You're in the thick of it regularly, trying to market your business, trying to grow it on your own. Another area for integrative medicine is pay-per-click marketing. With pay-per-click ads, I like pay-per-click ads for a quick boost, but they lack longevity. Of the moment you stop paying Google, that's the moment the leads stop coming. So I always recommend partnering it with another organic form of marketing, whether it be SEO, whether it be organic social media, or even building an email list that you can continually market to them, to your clientele, to keep reaching them. For a lot of integrative medicine practices, there are so many that do content marketing. And that's on a variety of platforms: email marketing, social media, SEO, adding content to your blog. And what is really funny is I know a lot of different practices, or even if you're a single person doing it, that they're like, I wrote one article about mycotoxins and now I get so much traffic for mycotoxins. I don't want any traffic from mycotoxins. And it's funny because that's not as competitive, because it's also like more in the research stages. But what you can do is, if you're ranking for that, there's other things that you could rank for. And they're just more competitive. That's where WestWeb stands out, because we know that like just any run-of-the-mill SEO, any run-of-the-mill marketer probably would not be able to effectively grow your marketing. For us, we have experience in your industry, have worked with a few different integrative medicine practices, and have had successful results that over time we've built up content on their website, partnered it with their social media, partnered it with their email marketing, and developed it in a way that they get leads regularly. And the one that we worked with, they had one of their practitioners in-house went on leave for I think 3 months. She had a baby, and when they went on leave, it was like, okay, we're just not going to push ads on our social media. And for those 3 months, they didn't push any of that. Their ads didn't boost any of their posts, and they still got leads in because of their rankings. This is the fun part of doing a more organic, natural form of marketing partnered with ad-based marketing. That's targeting different parts of the funnel and getting people aware of you and making sure that you have more of a sustainable business. And that's where we'll work with you. We partner closely with you, and we want to see your integrative medicine practice grow. If you ask my wife, I do not like going to the doctors. I don't go very often. But what I really love about integrative medicine practices is they're the first doctors I feel like I met that really, really care about helping their patients. I know a lot of doctors at hospitals do, but their hands are tied from insurance. Their hands are tied because they can't do different things. They can't do that effectively, while what you guys are doing makes it possible. And that gets me excited, because I've always looked at doctor's appointments as scheduled time to be unhappy. And you guys seem to be approaching in a way where you're caring not about just fixing or masking a problem, but somebody's long-term health. And you care about their long-term health. I care about your websites and your business's long-term health in growing.